Like, you're a light worker. You are meant to look at your biology and say, wow, what have I been missing? What have my symptoms been telling me? And they're all symptoms are just telling you to work on your light capacity, work on your mitochondrial functioning. Like, we know mitochondria are the powerhouse of the cell, but even more importantly than that, this is your perspective and outlook on life. This is, do I believe that there is goodness out in the world, or is there just darkness? Are people full of evil, or they're full of good? And your intuition is also guided by the powerhouse of the cell. Our mitochondria is the sole functioning piece of our immune system, right? If the cell doesn't have enough energy, it's not going to be working on protecting itself. It's just going to be working on putting out the fires, putting out the immediate threat, right? The inflammation, the cortisol. And it has no room for creativity, it has no room to play, to be spontaneous, to be humorous. And even, yes, our biology is humorous, right? If you're so serious, you're stuck in this like serious mentality. Every time I do psychedelics, I always laugh at myself because I'm like, Rachel, you're being so serious sometimes, and you actually have no control over what's happening, right? Because like, things happen in our life to teach us things. Like, we get these symptoms because we come here to learn about our bodies. We come here to learn about, what actually brings us here into the physical realm. It is our light, is our functioning for this light capacity. So, and then being able to share that light, with other people. So you're a light worker. If you've been put through the darkness, you have only been called to look at your biology, to look at, why am I here? What am I made of? And we share this animal cell. It's so beautiful. And so that's why I'm always talking about the amino and the fatty acids. And that's why I love the sunlight. Depression doesn't like sunlight. Everything, our biochemistry, everything about the biochemistry of depression and anxiety points to it not liking sunlight. Even Alzheimer's dementia, like, it's so fascinating that that's known as diabetes type 3. And a lot of people are pre-diabetic and or stuck in this fight or flight, and we're pre-diabetic because we're stuck in this stress response and pushing out all this blood sugar. Our bodies are like crying for help. They're crying to be reconnected with nature, back to our circadian rhythm, and so I just love you so much. If you're a light worker, like, this is what you've been called to, is to embrace this light. You have two options. Like, when I became like intolerant to alcohol, I live in like southern Louisiana, so it's like, you're a weirdo if you're not drinking alcohol. And I felt that, and I was like, now I'm sensitive to it. My body's not breaking it down, and you could just beat yourself up about this. Like, I can't get away with as many things as other people do, right? Like, if I eat a lot of sugar, I'm not doing so hot. Like, my biochemistry is like, Rachel, what the F are you doing? I need you to take care of me, take care of my blood sugar. I need you to go out into the morning sun. I need you to exercise, right? Like, there's certain things I need you to do, and these symptoms, they're just guiding you. You can either look at it like, from a place of like, this is a problem, or this is divine teacher. Like, it is literally guiding you on your pathway to you feeling better and happier and just like lighter and brighter. It's so beautiful. And like, if the only thing that you care about is having more muscle tone on your body and looking better, which is very surface level, and there's nothing wrong with that. Aesthetics are beautiful. We want things to look good and feel good. But even if that is the only thing that you care about, the surface, like, you'll benefit from feeling better too. The more that you're listening to your biology, to your symptoms, to your chemistry. I'm just gonna pick, this is my little random card deck, so I'm gonna pick, these are some little notes that I've written to myself over the course of time. I'm just gonna pick 5 random cards because there is no coincidences. Ain't no coincidence around here. Things are happening right as they should be. The timing is wonderful. Without the uncertainty, you are free. That's from A Course in Miracles, you know? Without the doubt, like if you have doubts in your mind about a particular person or job situation or something, like that's your intuition telling you that you're not on the right path, right? Like you feel this doubt and confusion, like if it's for you, you'll know that, and like you'll feel free in knowing that. Stability to those who are confused is meaningless, and shift and change becomes the law in which they predicate their lives. Also from A Course in Miracles. You cannot save anyone. You can barely save yourself. This popped up for meditation for me recently. I have this issue where I will like sacrifice my own needs for the sake of like trying to save someone else, to bring clarity to certain situations. And like they say, like you can bring the horse to water, but you can't make it drink. Like, you know, if you're trying to save someone else, like you can't. Like life is a two-way mirror. Like you can only save yourself. Stability to those who are confused. Like you can bring clarity to someone, and if they don't want to see what you're trying to get them to see, it's like telling a drug addict that it is exactly like this. Telling a drug addict, look, this is ruining your life. This is causing you to be imbalanced in these other areas. Like, please look at this. But a drug addict, it's an addiction for a reason, and that is only something that they can come out of themselves, right? So this can be for any area of life. And you know, from my past experience, it was for not just a drug addict situation, but you know, we're addicted to all sorts of things. It doesn't have to be just drugs, but do it for you. Why are you here? Why are you here? Why are you waking up and going to exercise? You're doing it for you. You're not doing it for anybody else. Who cares what other people think? You're doing it for you. You're the only one who's gonna benefit from this peace and this stillness and this calmness. What's your cadence? I love that word, cadence. What is your rhythm? How do you show up? Do you show up in chaos? How do you walk? Do you walk with a calm pace? Or are you just like all around chaotic? What is your cadence? What is your rhythm? How can I slow it down and get to a place of harmony and flow? I like this one. Spend an unusual amount of time with yourself and laugh at your imperfections. I love that. Like I said, whenever I do psychedelics of any sort, I just like, sometimes I'm like, I just laugh at myself. I'm like, damn, Rachel, you are being so serious sometimes. Like, you are so funny. You are hilarious. Like, what are you doing being so serious all the time? And sometimes, like, when we're hanging around with a bunch of people, like, you're constantly saying yes to things. You're not spending a lot of time to yourself. You don't have enough time to, like, step away and to, like, reflect on how you're showing up in the world and, like, why you're choosing what you're choosing, you know? When you start to spend more time with yourself, you start to become more energetically sensitive, like with other people's energy as well, so you can tap into what is someone's motives, you know? Like, this person might be being really nice to me, and being nice is great, but sometimes people don't always have the best motives behind that kindness, you know? So it's like, how can I break past this confusion, strengthen my intuition, and yeah, that's just spending time with yourself before you get into the world. Every single morning, you're spending time with yourself, getting familiar with your own energy, taking a sip of what you feel like before you go into the chaos, into the hormones, into the biology and biochemistry of the world. Spend an unusual amount of time with yourself and laugh at your imperfections. Oh, your imperfections are so beautiful. They're so gorgeous. Yes, let's drop all of this. Let us make our mistakes and let us laugh. So anyway, I'm going to leave this here. I hope that you have a beautiful day. If you found this video helpful, you want to hang out with me more, you can subscribe or like or share. But as always, I wish you the best of luck.